Hey, everybody, welcome to Dr. J and Professor Spike. I'm talking stocks and we're talking Fed. We're talking the nasty, mean old Fed. We're talking the nasty, mean old Fed chair.
Who's afraid of the big bad Fed?
I am.
Well, so's the market. A bunch of scaredy cats.
Yeah, I mean, when Powell farts, the market goes down 1,000 points. And if he burps, add another 500.
Yeah,
So
well, let's see. 1.69% is pretty big drop.
I don't know what he said because I wasn't interested. I just watched the needle on the Dow go down.
Right. It just so happens the time it went down was around the time he was talking.
Pretty much. And it accelerated later into the day. So it was a nasty day on Wall Street.
Yeah, I know. And I'm looking at the chart. The
And
daily looks pretty
both,
horrible.
both of them didn't added fuel to the fire. I think there was some kind of call today by a guru at BOFA saying basically putting the Dow, the S&P, were at Mike Wilson territory.
Hmm. Well, it's not there yet. Although, if trajectory means anything, this was a shit day.
So I'm hearing more and more. Fasten your seatbelts. We're going to SPY 300.
Really?
That's what both hinted at, right? I
Hmm.
think they said it could go down 26% from here.
Well, that's pretty considerable.
Andrew did like me. He said, "Why bother listening to the congressional dog and pony show? Just
Yes.
watch the needle."
Just watch the needle.
Yeah,
My needle.
yeah. Linus is with us. Hey, Linus.
Oh yeah.
I only posted on Stock Twits like 5 minutes ago, so I don't know if anybody knows we're on.
All right. Well,
What cares?
fine.
People are crying crying in their pillows.
Right. I know. I'm looking at my holdings. It's
But
only
things weren't really that bad, and all the technical indicators still pointing up with the drop. Let's take a look.
Have you seen Athesis lately?
It's holding in. It's hanging in there, right?
It's unbelievable. Maybe I should have bought it when it was cheap.
Well, obviously at 50 cents, in retrospect, was a big bargain.
Yeah.
At least for now. Who knows? Who knows? The shadow knows. That's who
The
knows.
shadow knows. Well, except that the shadow knows what dark forces lie in the minds of men. He
Yes,
doesn't know, he doesn't know anything about the stock market.
I think he knows more than you give him credit for.
Well, yeah, he is from a rich family.
Yeah,
Now, do you know his name?
no.
I did when I was younger and less. My brain was less cloudy.
The shadow was actually before my time. One of the few things that was before my time.
Has Tandem bottomed, or will it go down if the markets are weak? Oh, he
Tandem.
bought some in the 30s. Yeah, he's asking about Tandem. We haven't talked
Well,
about Tandem in a couple of
we
weeks.
could take a look, but first let's look at the spiders.
Sure. I don't know, Tandem in the 30s looks like it might be worth buying.
It's been off my radar for a long time, Tandem, but we'll give it a look. So what I'm talking about is the fact that we basically held the 50 today, and the 150 is crossing. Well, the 150, it held the 150 and the 50 today. Will it revisit the 200 the 200 day? I don't know. I'm looking at the weekly. That's getting
Yeah, that is.
it's giving me a headache. I knew the chart looked funny.
There you go.
It held the 50 today. That's what it held.
The 50 day, not the 50 week, right?
50-day. It held the 50.
Yeah, no, it did. That's actually pretty interesting, isn't it?
And not only did we get a crossing of the 50, 50 crossed to 200 several weeks ago, but it looks like this week the 100 will cross the 200. More bullish golden crosses, whatever you want to call them. And that would put the spiders in a real strong bull market case with the 50 above the one, the 50 above the 100, above the 200. I like that.
Now, is that last candle engulfing? No, it's not.
No, but you see the candle before is the yucky candle.
Yeah, it's the using the technical language, it was the yucky poo.
Basically it's a gravestone doji. It's maybe not quite a doji, but close enough. It's an upper wick, virtually no lower wick. It's yuck. And it's like this for the diamonds and the Qs as well. I knew after Monday that we were in for a retreat today. Whenever those candles come up, forget it. There's always a little sell-off. If it comes at the end of a long bull run, then there's a big sell-off. January 3rd started with a candle like that. I believe. Not January 3rd of this year, January 3rd of last year, when the bear began.
Yes.
So I don't like those candles. But like I said, we held the 50. This technical still looks strong. I see a lot of higher lows and higher highs in the last run. So let's see what happens here.
A 300 isn't even in your graph anymore.
What is it? 300? Yeah.
300 would be below the low.
Yeah, obviously the low is 348 down here.
Right. So I don't know. Don't you think talk about a 300 might be a bit overdone?
We're so far removed from even the October lows, let alone the October 13th lows. We're so far removed from that now. It's hard to imagine that we're going to even make any new lows, let alone 300.
I mean, the 375 one down in there might be reachable.
I see what you're saying.
But yeah, it's hard for me to think that. I mean, we've seen it happen, obviously.
Yeah, but a lot of the negativity is based on projected earnings, and so far the earnings have held up. So until I see the earnings really disappoint, I'm not a true believer that in the bear case. The earnings are not as bad as feared. And Apple just the other day rallied to like it was for real, right? Like the whole
Right.
market.
Yeah, it did get me spoiled for all of a second and a half.
And it gave back most of that today, single day Apple. But I'm really not a pessimist. I'm still pretty optimistic. Today I sold a few positions, I closed a few positions, but I also added. I added more than I sold. Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
So net, I'm a buyer, not a seller.
You're still long, not short.
It's still long. My heart is still bullish. In my heart, I'm a bull.
Uh-huh.
I want to look. You see this one? I actually opened a new position. Why did I do this? I did it for a little bit of safety too, and I had excess cash. I don't want to sit in any cash, so I put it to use. I bought it slight pennies higher than where it closed. After hours, it's up, and I think I got it. I think it's a good buy. It's a high dividend fund.
Okay.
So it pays about 1% a month,
Not bad.
and you have chance for appreciation as well. So it looks like the S&P, except compressed. You know, a compressed version. We're in a downward channel on it, but I'm still basically bullish, and I don't want to leave. Again, my main motivation is I don't want to leave cash laying around. And instead of going more treasuries, I decided to gamble on this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the treasuries I bought at 4.5 now aren't such a bargain, are they?
Right. Notice the gravestone doji on this one also yesterday. You see?
Hmm.
Very strong indicator of a downward market. When it comes in a down market, it's not as meaningful. So I figure maybe we get at most a 2-3% correction. I see maybe coming down here to this trend line on JEPI, maybe come down to about 52.62. Could come down about not even a point. That, in my estimation, the risk is about a point to the downside. Most likely, but if I stay in this till the end of the year, I'll be happy. That's how I look at it. So I made a rather decent sized investment in this.
Now, some of this prognosticating that people were doing in terms of saying that the recession, we might actually see recession in the third quarter. Most other people were saying that whatever downtrends we're going to have, they'd be over by the summer. So I'm trying to reconcile the fact that um, some people are saying the third quarter is when things start to
I
turn.
think the recession that the people are talking about is like kitchen sink fusion. It keeps getting further and further away from us. It's not happening.
Well,
So
okay, so it's like the California big one.
I think so.
You know, it's going to
Eventually,
happen.
look, eventually we know we get recession. It's normal. But the economists have been way off. And even worse are the stock gurus. They've been talking recession now for all of last year. I don't see any
Right.
signs of recession. GDP is estimated at 2% for the next quarter, right?
I didn't see.
Something like that. No recession. They got to show me the numbers.
Last I looked, that's a positive number.
Let, they got certain sectors are in recession. Housing is in recession. I don't know. I'm sure certain sectors are already in recession. But the market as a whole, no, no, no. The economy as a whole, no. The consumer is still strong. They're
Yeah,
making
no, consumers
money.
still spending money.
They're making more money than the inflation, right? They're more than keeping up.
Are they?
I think so.
Or are they just borrowing more?
I think it's positive. I think the gains in the salary is greater, it exceeds the inflation rate, the average worker. So I don't see inflation. I don't see recession, rather.
Right.
Eventually we get it, but if we get it in 2024, you're going to say they're right, all those people who were
I know
saying,
that's the whole point. I mean, we were supposed to have at it already, and then by around next month be looking up.
I can't give them credit if eventually it is a recession, because eventually there will be.
No, I understand what you're saying. I was just hoping that this downturn would be over by the time daylight savings occurred, because it doesn't look possible now.
The Qs look just like the rest of them with
Yep.
yesterday's yucky candle. And I think you got the 200 as support on the Qs. I'd like to see this 50 continue on to go past the 200. But we're trading above the 200 for a long time now. I don't see a bear market. I see a little pullback off the top. The top was let's see, back here. What was the top? My computer's jumping on me. 313 was the top. 314. We're at 296 now, so we're down about 18 points. Not a lot. Not a lot. 314, 18 points. It's a little more than 5%. I mean, it's significant pullback, but we've had a significant run, right? We've had a significant run.
Yes.
So we pulled back 5%, big deal. You can live with that. I think the low from last week is good. I think we hold 288 on the Qs. So I view today as net a buying opportunity. Some stocks that went crazy on the upside were those grayscale trusts, GBTC.
Uh-huh.
GBTC went crazy on the upside, even though Bitcoin was down. And there's all kinds of shenanigans going on at Grayscale. They've been fleecing the shareholders.
Really?
Yeah. And there's going to be lawsuits, and they're going to have to make good some money.
Wow.
Every month they charge me another 2.5, another, I don't know what percent. I think they say about 2.5% for the year in fees.
Huh.
That's a lot.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's not the only way to play Bitcoin anyway.
Now there's a bid O or something, another ETF, and you can play it with MicroStrategy or Mara.
Right. So we have a request. We have a couple of requests if you want to take any of them.
Sure.
XERS is going to be showing earnings tomorrow. We haven't seen them in a while.
Why not? Another penny stock.
A little bit of an upswing, but nothing to write home about.
Well, off the bottom, it's something to write home about.
Yeah.
I mean, not historically. There's nothing to write home about.
No, I know. I mean, but this is so far below where I got in at.
Yeah, but off the bottom, it's pretty good.
Yeah, coming up way up the bottom.
97 cents to $1.53. And the candle today bucked the trend.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah. No, it looks bullish, but with all these biodrex, you get one more pop, you got to take something off. These biodrex come back down quick.
Yeah, right, like yo-yos. The other one was, like we said, Tandem.
Let's look at Tandem, old friend.
Yeah.
Hello, Tandem, my old friend.
Yeah, well, it looks like the days of the hundreds are long gone, huh?
Two ugly dojis in a row. Yucky poo.
That's a trim signal if I ever saw one.
I don't know. It's trying to hold support at the 50. It's actually put in a nice bottom. It did not go below the bottom of 11.4, which was 33.51. It put in a nice rounded bottom here at 35.27. So maybe we know where the bottom. We know where the relative bottom is.
Right.
I think that might be safe. And if you want to get really positive on this one.
Well, why not the bottom of the gap?
You probably have to take out.
Right.
I don't know what this crazy mark.
That was just a marker. It wasn't a line.
You got to go take out 47 to get really excited.
Right.
Look for a gap fill here at 51.34.
Right.
That would be a 25% move up. That would be nice. So with a break of 47, it looks like a nice Momo trade if it gets there. If it doesn't get there, if it bounces back, then it's a good short. right? Played a range.
Yes, I would say so. From where it is right now, certainly.
I don't know what you do with this one. Probably played a range.
Today it's a 50-50 deal.
Yeah. What else did we want to talk about?
Let's see. We also had CTIC. Andrew was talking about.
It's doing a lot of nothing.
He said it finally broke the range, albeit on the wrong side.
Oh yeah, this is probably a sell.
Those are two very bad candles.
Yeah. But once these biotechs break to the downside like that, just get out. Don't fight.
I guess you
Of
just.
course, all of this is our opinion. Our opinion is strictly our own, not investment advice. And people should check with an advisor before acting or do their own due diligence or both. And also, people should subscribe if they haven't already. If you haven't already, please subscribe because you won't know when the hell we're on.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back to a regular schedule.
Yeah, we have to figure out maybe a new time and place and whatever.
We also have now a request for ARDX.
That's been rallying. I don't know what it did today. I think it rallied today too. Or at least didn't go down much.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, one of my big winners for the month of March. ARDX. Looking very, very strong. It didn't even went up today in the face of Powell. It said, "Screw you, Powell. I'm going up anyway." There's a lot of good news on this one. Whatever the drug is that they were approved for, the CEO says we're getting rising RXs, whatever you call them. More and more prescriptions being filled. So there's a demand for their new drug, and they have another one in the pipeline that's coming to fruition probably later in the year. So this one for little penny bio, it looks pretty good. I'd rather gamble with this one right now than Tandem.
I hear you.
Who knows? But it broke out of this double or triple top. Very, very nice looking breakout. Of course, in a real bad bear market, it'll go down with the rest of them. But
sure,
there is a big gap to be filled. Hopefully, it never gets filled. 289, something like that. I like this one. I do. I like it.
Sure. Why don't we close with one of my water stocks?
Hey, which one?
How about ECL?
ECL.
Or AWK, either one.
I usually chart AWK, but I'll do ECL this time. This one looks okay.
Today's has been horrible, but
yeah, this one looks okay.
So yeah, it's the usual since January. It's been doing fine.
I wouldn't get out of this one. It looks.
I have no intention of getting out of it, but it's
the 200 looks nice. The support, and you get past 164, you could be rocking and rolling on this. Looks like a good one. That's it. We're done.
Well, we still have a little more time if you want to look at the other one, the AWK. And then we can close. Then we can close a little early today.
Yeah, why not? Remember, it's not Fed speak that I worry about. It's Fed actions that I worry about.
This one looks very, very different.
Yeah, this one had a triple top up here, and it's way down off the triple top. I don't know, compared to the other one, it's like two different sectors.
Exactly.
Triple tops. We don't like triple tops. We like triple bottoms.
Exactly. Right now we just got bottoms.
How are we doing? Did we take this spot, this low out? I hope not. I don't own it, but
Yeah, was this the one I called?
it looks
This
like a
one
good,
so I have to
actually, it
call it.
looks like a good entry point.
Yeah, you're right.
It actually looks like a good nibble. All right, so I think we did our. Well, I just want to leave people with this thought. It's not Fed speak that scares me; it's Fed actions,
Right.
and they don't know what they're doing themselves because they didn't see the jobs report on Friday. They didn't see the CPI on Tuesday, unless they did. Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
I've come to.
Do you believe that they know something that we don't know?
No, I think they're working off
What
of
does McAfee want from me?
McAfee. They want to upsell you.
They wanted me to spend money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to spend money on McAfee. I don't want to give them money. So Curtis is here, Andrew and Linus. That's nice.
Yeah, no, we got a decent. I think look, Curtis gave us two what you call winners.
Look, I gave
Curtis and XRS.
I gave 5 minutes notice, so what that's fine.
Right. All right. Yeah, the only one that was listed here was T.
I just want people not to cry in their soup, not to shed tears over today's action. There's plenty of time before you jump off the bridge. It's not time.
Yeah, not time yet.
Not time yet. You can worry a little bit, but not too much. Don't lose any sleep over one day's downturn.
I
That's
get
all.
that.
Tomorrow could be the opposite. Adios, amigos. Ciao.
Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye bye.